Hey, I was skipping through a bunch of Alistair's dialogue because it's the same every time and I've heard it all before. But I actually think this one might be interesting.
How about Ogren? You must have an opinion on the smell, at the very least. As long as he stays downwind, sure. Once he's had a bit to drink, however, forget that. There is no bit to drink with him. Where? You didn't think that big pack he brings with him is full of equipment, did you? The man is a walking brewery. Not that it's all bad. Dwarven ale has its charms, I suppose. I just don't think you need to drink to the point of blindness every time. Yeah, that's what I thought you'd say. For a drunk, he's an excellent warrior, right? How he lifts his sword is a bit of a mystery. Though I suppose the point is that he does lift it. And so long as we can point him in the right direction, he charges too. He has gusto, I'll give him that. Zevran, the elf. You can't trust him, can you? Do you believe his so-called vow? Really? Why? That's a lot of trust to put in someone who tried to kill you. Well, at least you're considering the possibility. He just seems shifty to me. What about Sten? The way he looks at me with those eyes. Creepy.
Okay, I'll
He's
fight
so
you. Sten is
quiet for someone
hilarious.
so big. I know. The more I talk to him, the more it seems like his philosophy is not so vile as the Chantry describes it. It's an odd thing to think. And yet, he killed all those people. He doesn't even deny it. Doesn't that bother you?
No, he's a good boy.
I don't know if I like the sound of that. But I guess I take your meaning. What about Liliana? Is she crazy? Or do you really believe in her vision?
She's my friend.
Even the Chantry believes that most claims of visions and such are usually people's minds playing tricks on them. Wishful thinking at best. I'm not sure what I think. That's one way to put it. I don't know what to make of her. If you look at her when she doesn't see you, she just looks so sad. I almost feel guilty taking her away from her life. Yes, I know. Still, I feel badly for her. Morrigan, do you trust her? Think about it. Maybe Flemeth sent her with us for some other reason than she said. Well, aside from the fact that she's a complete and utter bitch, no, I don't like her at all. Why, do you? Yes, I know. Still, I feel badly for her.
Wait, that's not the right dialogue.
Yes, one of those, but more evil.
No.
Just tell me one thing. Is it true what the others say? Do you have a thing going with Morrigan? Tell me it's not true.
What is it? What?
You think we have better things to do all day than talk about you? Come on, tell me it's not true. Great. So they were right. Well, it's your funeral. Enough. I think my curiosity is sated. Let's get back to it, shall we?
Sure, do you have more things you want to say?
Something on your mind? Of course.
Nope. That's everything I learned. That's all of his dialogue. Liliana!
Something I can help with?
Never mind. Doing this again.
There you are. I was thinking, we've been through a lot together now. We're like old war buddies. So I figured why not invite you to share a drink, huh? A drink from my own stash, my family's recipe, and dedicated to my comrades in arms.
Sure.
Yes! The warden steps up!
There's a Liliana in the way, so you can't really see me. Ow.
How do you feel? That's the spirit! I just wanted to tell you, after all we've been through, you're like family to me. Closest thing I've had in years. Aye, a toast with a dry cup. You're not getting any more of my brew. So, do you want to talk about something?
Nope, that's all.
All right then.
That's all I got. Win. More words?
What's on your mind? I have always had an affinity for the spirits of the Fade. As a child, I never feared my dreams because I knew they were there. I've always been able to feel the spirits, even if I never saw them. And as I nurtured my talent in the circle, I became more sensitive. I began to notice every time I was in the Fade, whether it was in a dream or in magical practice, that I was being watched. I suppose they must. It is these benevolent spirits that create our dream worlds in the Fade. Sometimes I would see
seems reasonable.
a glowing, nebulous form. Most times I would just feel its presence, gentle and comforting, but somehow alien. I think it is a spirit of faith. They have never been seen before, and perhaps I am wrong. But something tells me I'm not. It always felt like the same entity. This one spirit was curious about me, and was guarding me, for want of a better word. There were
Guardian angel.
times when I was in the Fade that it seemed to stretch forth to shield me, keeping me safe. And I think it gave me strength in my most terrible battles, Ostagar being one of them. I don't know why I was chosen. Perhaps it knew that there was something more that lay in store for me. I like to think that I was given a rare chance, and I'm going to make the best of the time so generously given to me. I will not lie motionless in a bed with coverlets up to my chin, waiting for death to claim me. That is not the death for me. And so I will fight alongside the Grey Warden, and help prepare him for the task that is yet before him. So you had better listen to me, because I swear, if I should fall before the end and you don't seem to be doing things properly, I'll get up again to give you a good finger-wagging. You know, I think you'll be all right, even without my help. What's on your mind? Cure me? What, am I sick now? Even you know that you cannot cure the dead. And I'm not the only one dying. You are too. I'm just more efficient about it. Ah, child, your concern is heartwarming. But death comes to everyone, and it is not something to fear. People fear not death, but having life taken from them. Many waste the life given to them, occupying themselves with things that do not matter. When the end comes, they say they did not have time enough to spend with loved ones, to fulfill dreams, to go on adventures they only talked about. But why should you fear death if you are happy with the life you have led? If you can look back on everything and say, yes, I am content. It is enough. I think I've led a good life, a full life, and I, for one, am not afraid of death, whatever it may bring. They say that when you die, your spirit travels through the Fade and returns to the Maker. And after that, we'll see, won't we? What's on your mind? I have watched you for a time, and perhaps I was wrong. There seems to be something special between the two of you. It doesn't happen often, but I see her smile to herself sometimes when she watches you. I think I was too harsh in my judgment before, and I am sorry. What you have may not last forever. Death and duty may part you, but love's worthiness is not diminished because of that. I should have seen this before. Instead, you learn to cherish every precious moment that you spend together, knowing that it may be the last. And for those of us watching, well, it brings warmth to these old bones to know that something so beautiful can be found in the midst of chaos and strife.
See, I've talked to everybody else except Morgan, and Morgan probably doesn't have anything to say.
I noticed that you were foolishly spending a great deal of time with that assassin. Do you take me for a fool? That is not what I am referring to at all. The elf is attractive enough in his way. I can see why you would find another man such as him desirable.
But I haven't even hardly
talked to him. My point is that you and I have shared a bed together. It seems hardly fitting to have you doting upon another at the very same time, does it? Did I suggest that you had? You dote on the man, nevertheless.
I'm sorry.
The crux of the matter is this. I do not share. You may do as you wish, but if you pursue another, you may not also dally with me. I will not be where I am not valued. I simply wish to know where I stand. Then I trust you will make that clear to Zevran. Agreed? Your desire? So, full of questions.
Can you teach us to become...
If I had the desire to...
Dang. So now I gotta go yell at Zev, apparently.
I take it you have found... No, there is no need to deny it. I do not mind. Such is how it goes, yes?
Sorry, Zev.
Ah, don't be my good friend. I never asked you for anything, did I? So I am forced to ask, if we are not to be lovers, are we at least to be friends?
Of course.
Good. Nothing would please me more. Some friendships are worth pursuing.
That's not too bad. I did my best. Where are we going? You know what? I could end this episode here and figure out where we're going off camera. That sounds good. Let's do that.